Imagine you as a young child in the 1800s with a selection of life risking jobs, all extremely dangerous and all very scary, especially for a young child. Today, on our podcast, Worst Jobs for Kids, we will be talking about two very dangerous child labor jobs from the 1800s, and we will be discussing on which job is the worst out of the two. Now, Emilee and William will be talking about the two dangerous jobs and what makes them so dangerous.
Thank you for having me. Imagine how it felt to be a 10 to 14-year-old kid deep in a coal mine in fear of the mine exploding and or caving in. The worst job back in the 1800s would be a coal miner because kids had to spend up to 18 hours in the mine ruining their eyes and depth perception. Another reason why I believe a coal miner is the worst job in history is that they were doing jobs that are for adults. In conclusion, a coal miner is the worst job.
Thank you, William, for that amazing argument. Now, enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening after this ad.
Welcome to Beef and Grief, where today's beef is tomorrow's grief with the best burger in town.
We're back. And here we have Emilee talking about the mule scavenger.
It's great to be here. I just want to say that back in the early 1800s that there were kids doing jobs that would be dangerous for even adults. Kids were doing jobs such as a mule scavenger, which was the worst job that kids could have. One reason why it was the worst job is because of the danger level. The kids had no form of training. Another good reason is for the fact that to get underneath the machines to receive the cotton was a struggle because of the small space. My last reason is for the fact that the kids' hair would get caught in the machines and be ripped off along with some of their scalp. That's how being a mule scavenger was the most and very dangerous job for a kid back in the 1800s.
Thank you, Emilee, for that brief preview on what it was like to be a mule scavenger. So, in this podcast, we talked about the dangerous jobs, mudlugs, and coal miners. Thank you, both guests and listeners, for listening to our podcast. See you next time.
This